Welcome students, welcome to this session on solving GATE 2021 questions, hot questions from GATE 2021. Okay, let's get started. The famous topic for instrumentation students, that is transducer. Okay, so before we get into the discussion, I wish all students a very successful GATE and wish you all success in whatever you're trying to do. Let's get into the questions. Okay, so this year also all the questions were like standard questions coming from thermocouples, strain gauges, temperature sensor, pressure sensor. All the questions were very standard questions. Okay, so let's get this with this session. So this question came from the thermocouple. Gain is 20 V naught. This theta m, theta ref. Thermocouple has the characteristics given by V out of thermocouple 13650 plus 50 theta microvolts, where theta is temperature in degree centigrade. If theta m is equal to 100 degree centigrade, theta ref equal to 1 degree centigrade, find V naught. This is the question. So let's get started. So we have theta m at 100 degree centigrade. We have theta reference at 1 degree centigrade. So this 100 degree centigrade is going to give you what? 13650 plus, and the polarity is also given here. That very important. The polarity is given to you in the question like this. In the question itself, the polarity is given. So what will be the output because of theta m? So it's going to be 13,650 plus 50 into 100 degree centigrade, correct? This much microvolt. This is 1 degree centigrade, so I'm going to get 13,650 plus 50 into 1 microvolt. Now, what is going to happen now here? Now, let me say the voltage that is getting applied here is V in, let's say. So V in is equal to V theta m minus V theta ref. If you see, because the voltage, the polarity given is very important. The polarity is given to you in the problem itself. So it is plus minus minus plus. So these two are not adding, these two are getting subtracted. See, if two voltages have to add, the voltages should be connected like this, correct? Then only the voltage will add. If this is V1, this is V2, you will say this is V1 plus V2. Suppose you have V1 here, you have V2 here, then the voltage here is V1 minus V2, correct? So that's what I'm writing. So V in is V theta m minus V theta ref. So if I subtract, what will I get here? So this 13,650 is like they are going to get cancelled. So I need not worry about that. So this is 500 into 50 into 100, 50 into 1 is there. So I will get 50 into 100 minus 1, which is 50 into 99 microvolt. This is what I'm going to get as V in. So V naught is going to be what? Gain into V in. So gain is 20 into 50 into 99 microvolts. So what will be 50 into 20 is 1000 into 99 microvolt, which is going to be 99 millivolt. So this is the solution. Students, one small disclaimer I will like to say here. I see these are all the questions which we are getting from the GATE 2021. So because these are all based on the memory of the person who have written the exam. So I think the values are all almost correct, but conceptually the question is 100% correct. Okay. So the values may be little bit here and there different, but the conceptually the question is 100% correct. So this is how the approach should be. So let's say, for example, here instead of 13,650 or some other number was there or something, doesn't matter. Predominantly, or if let's say instead of 100 degrees, say it was say 50 degree or something, the answer would be a little bit different, but the concept is still the same. So conceptually, this is how we approach the problem. So that is the key takeaway from this session. Okay. So let us continue this exciting journey. So again, one more question from gate served hot, fresh. So this is coming from the strain gauge. So very straightforward, direct question. Strain gauge has gauge factor of 2, unloaded resistance is 1000 ohms, unloaded resistance is 1000 ohms, applied strain is 100 micrometer per meter, find change in resistance. Students, really I'm telling you, you cannot expect a easier straightforward question than this. This is very straightforward direct question, because we know what is GF. GF is nothing but change in resistance per resistance with respect to unit strain. That means what? Delta R is going to be R into GF into epsilon. Direct formula it is, nothing more than that. So implies delta R is going to be GF is 2, R is going to be 1000, and epsilon is 100 micro. So 100 micro means what? 10 power minus 1. So this is going to be 0.2 ohms. This is your delta R. This is solution. Direct question, direct application of formula. Very easy, direct question. One more question. Again, this was also direct. This was from the field of temperature measurement. Which temperature sensor has exponential characteristics? This is very straightforward. You guys no need to look at the option also. You should be able to tell without even looking at the option. Let me see if anybody is having any guesses in your mind. By this time answer should already be there in your mind. Let's see. RTD, clearly we know. Let us discuss the solution here. RTD is very straightforward. What is RTD? R is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha delta T. Correct. This is a linear characteristics. Thermocouple, we know V is directly proportional to delta theta. Mercury thermometer also has linear characteristics. The only guy who has non-linear characteristics here, R is going to be R naught e power, or RT2 is equal to RT1 into e power beta into 1 by T2 minus 1 by T1. So clearly thermistor is the fellow who has the non-linear characteristics. So thermistor is the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Thank you, students. Thank you. Welcome everyone. We are discussing GATE instrumentation paper for the year 2021. I wish you all success in GATE. Let's get started. So GATE 2021 instrumentation paper. We are discussing transducers. So already we have discussed around 4 or 5 questions in transducer. This is one more set of one another question we are going to discuss. This is coming from the topic strain gauge within transducers. Okay, the question goes like this. Okay, so this is going to be 1 milliampere. So at 0 degree centigrade, R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to R4 equal to 100 ohms. Temperature coefficient of resistance, by the way, first of all, R1, R2, R3, R4 are strain gauges having gauge factor 2. At 0 degree centigrade, their resistance is 100 ohm. Temperature coefficient of resistance of strain gauge material is 0.005 per degree centigrade. At 50 degree centigrade, the setup is subjected to a strain of 0.01. Find V naught. Okay, so this is an interesting question because both temperature and the load is coming into picture. So many people will mistakenly they'll make mistakes here in not analyzing this properly. So let us understand this first before we start solving. See, one thing is clearly there is some direction of arrow also shown here. Clearly strain gauge, change in resistance of strain gauge is sensitive to the direction of load. What do I mean by this? Tensile load R will increase, compressive load R will decrease. So the way R1, R2, R3, R4 are mounted in such a way that R2 and R3 resistance is increasing with the load, R1 and R4 resistance is decreasing with the load. Say for example, this is my strain gauge. Let's say this is the load bearing member. I keep the strain gauge on top and I apply a load. Clearly you can see this when I bend this is the load bearing member. So if I do like this, the top surface is undergoing stress. What? It is undergoing a tensile stress, and the bottom surface is undergoing a compressive stress. Whereas when you do like this, clearly you can see here, this is the tensile stress here and a compressive stress here. You can see the wrinkles formed here. So this is compressive. Whereas when I do like this is tensile, this is compressive. So depending upon where the strain gauge is mounted, it may see a tensile load or a compressive load. For this loading, the load is acting in such a way that R2, R3 resistance is increasing, R1, R4 resistance is reducing. But this is what is going to happen when you are going to apply the load. But irrespective of that, the resistance of the strain gauge is also made out of some metallic element which is sensitive to the temperature. Now when temperature is changing, all the resistance, when temperature increases, the resistance value of all the strain gauge is going to go up. With respect to temperature, all R increases with T increase. Correct. And what is that relationship? RT is given by R naught into 1 plus alpha delta T, where alpha is the temperature coefficient of resistance. So let's calculate that R naught is 100 into 1 plus alpha is 0.005 into 50. This is going to be R50. So R50, that is resistance at 50 degrees centigrade, is going to be 100 into, this is going to be how much? 0.005 into 50 is going to be 0.25. So this is going to be 1.25, 125 ohms. Now R1, R2, R3, R4 equal to 125 ohms under no load. This is very, very important. So irrespective of the direction of the strain, the way it is going to act, the load is going to act, the resistance of all the strain gauge is going to increase. The resistance of all the strain gauge is going to increase. Now let's see what is going to happen here. So 125 ohms. So now what is delta R for applied load? Is going to be R into GF into epsilon. So R is 125 ohms, gauge factor is 2, epsilon is 0.01. So this is going to be 2.5 ohms. So R1 is going to become R minus delta R, which is going to be 122.5 ohms. R1 and R4 are going to be like this. R2 and R3 are going to be R plus delta R. So it's going to be 125 plus 2.5, going to be 127.5 ohms. So effectively, what do we have? This is my R1, this is my R2. So this is 127.5 ohms. This is my 122.5 ohms. This is my R3, which is 127.5 ohm, and this is my R4, which is 122.5 ohms. And this is where my current of 1 milliampere is applied. I'm calling this as Vx and Vy. V0 is this. So V0 is equal to Vx minus Vy. Now, interesting point here is There is no current division happening here. I is 0, I is 0 here. That means these two are in series. So what is the effective resistance of this? 122.5, 127.5, which is 250 ohms. Here also, if you see 127.5, 122.5, effective resistance is 250 ohms. That means this 1 milliampere current source is seeing two parallel paths of 250 ohms. So the current division is going to be equal, which is going to be 0.5 milliampere on this side and 0.5 milliampere on this side. This is a very, very important point. Okay. So what is Vx now? Vx is 127.5 ohms into 0.5 milliampere. What is Vy? 122.5 ohms into 0.5 milliampere. Therefore, V naught is equal to Vx minus Vy, which is 0.5 milliampere into 127.5 minus 122.5, which is 0.5 milliampere into 5, which is 2.5 millivolt. This is the solution. Clear? This is another important problem from transducers topic what we got today. Okay. Thank you, friends. Thank you.